Hi everyone, I'm here with a little help from Benji Bunny to read a nighttime bedtime story. So I would like to begin with one of my favorite elements, which is a nursery rhyme. Because nursery rhymes get children ready to read, they help them to listen and focus, and also this story has a nursery rhyme component in it. There are a couple of pages, and the nursery rhyme is Hey Diddle Diddle. So let's start with that. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Okay, so let's read Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. The pictures are by Clement Hurd. Good night, Moon. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. Remember that from the nursery rhyme? There's the cow jumping over the moon, and there were 3 little bears sitting in chairs. 1, 2, 3. Remember that story? 3 little bears? That's another fairy tale nursery rhyme. Sometimes a song is good to start with also. So let's turn the page. And 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens. And a little toy house and a young mouse. So there is a big room, and it looks like someone is going to sleep. See the fire in the fireplace? So I wonder how this bunny will go to sleep. There's also a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush. There's the bowl full of mush. I think that's probably like oatmeal. And a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. So she might be the bunny's grandmother, do you think? Or mom? Good night, room. Okay, so look at the room. All of the items put away for the night. Still have the kitties out and the mouse is out, but I think everybody's going to sleep soon. I wonder what will happen next. Do you think that Bunny will go right to sleep? Let's see what happens. Good night, Moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light in the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. What will they say good night to next, do you think? I wonder if they'll say goodnight to the mush, the bowl of mush that I think is oatmeal. Let's see. Good night clocks. And good night socks. Here are the socks over here. And there's a clock here. So a clock tells time. So it must be bedtime. And there's another clock over the fireplace. This is a mantle. That's the fireplace. There is a clock on it also. Good night, little house. That looks like a dollhouse. I wonder who plays in that. Do you think maybe the mouse does? And good night, mouse. Maybe he's going to sleep there. Good night comb and good night brush. It looks like he's getting ready to climb. The bunny's climbing in the bed. Good night, nobody. So there's a blank page that says good night, nobody. Maybe that is just so we can keep the rhythm in the book, because books have a rhythm sometimes too. Good night, mush. Remember I said, I bet he says good night to the mush or the oatmeal. And sure enough, let's see what happens next. Do you notice something about the room? It's actually getting darker, right? It's getting darker. And it says, and good night to the old lady, whispering. Hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. So it really is time to go to sleep now. Look, the old lady's not there anymore. And it's really dark in the room. There's the moon. So I think Bunny is going to have a really good rest. It's good to rest. It helps us to feel better the next day. So I hope you enjoyed Goodnight Moon. I enjoyed reading it. Bye.